Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make $1 million a day in Bloxburg, including some tips and tricks. So let's get right into it. To make $1 million a day in Bloxburg, I use this simple working routine. You can repeat this every day or whenever you get a chance to. The first step is to get your daily logins. You can get up to 3.6k every 5 days from this, which is 262k a year. It's super easy to log in every day. It only takes a minute. You can get 115k extra from the login streak trophies if you don't already have them yet, including the 7, 14, and 30-day login trophies. The second step is to work on leveling up your athletic skill if you haven't already. You can get up to 32.5k in total just from leveling up this skill. It is super easy to level up. All you have to do is exercise. I'm using a variety of workout equipment right now, but the fastest way to level up is by using a treadmill and or punching bag. This levels up your athletic skill twice as fast as any other exercise in the game. I recommend working towards leveling up for a few minutes every day to help you make more money. The third step is optional, but I'd recommend making a berry bush farm. Regain Riot has a tutorial on how to make this, which I will link on the screen if you're interested. It originally cost 500k to make, but you will make that money back and you will make way more very fast. You can harvest this farm about every 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you will get 73k every time you harvest it. As long as the plot with the farm is open, it counts towards the time required to regrow the plants, so make sure that you have this plot loaded while you're working. The first step is to work. I would advise working at Bloxburg. You can get about 215k an hour from Bloxburg if you have high work experience. You can also work at pizza delivery. If you want an easier job, you will make about the same amount of money. You can also switch between Bloxburg and pizza delivery like I do if you get bored easily. I typically switch between jobs every half hour or hour I work. However, you may need to work some to level up your total work experience before you can make this much money. How long you work will determine how much money you make alongside how efficient you are. If you can, I'd recommend working at least 30 minutes to make a decent amount of money. Personally, I usually work at least 1 hour when I'm doing this routine, since working longer increases how much you make by a lot. Make sure to boost your moods regularly to make more money. And finally, the last step is to harvest the berry bush farm. Check the farm after 2 hours and 15 minutes to harvest it. It takes around 45 minutes to harvest, so you will get 73k for every 3 hours the farm is open. Here's a breakdown of how much money I make from this routine. Daily logins give an average of $700 a day. If you max out your athletic skill in a week, you will make an average of 4.6k a day. Assuming you harvest the bush farm once a day, you will get 73k for one harvest. And finally, working for 1 hour at Bloxburg makes about 215k at work level 100. Adding all of these up, you can easily make $1 million in a day. If you work for 4.5 hours at Bloxburg, you will make about 967k. Then, if you take 45 extra minutes to harvest the bush farm once, you'll make an extra 73k. You'll also get an average of 5.3k from daily logins and your athletic skill. This makes $1,045,300 in total. If you skip the berry bush farm and work for 5 hours instead of 4.5, you will make $1,075,000 from this routine. So either way, this routine is very effective. If you don't want to do this routine for so long either, that is completely okay. Just taking 1 hour every day can get you around 250k, and 2 hours can get you around 500k. So do whatever works best for you, and you will make a lot of money super fast. Next, I have some tips and tricks for working to make the most money possible. Most of these tips are for working at Bloxburg since it is one of the highest paying jobs, but some apply to any job. 1. Work in a private server. In a private server, you will have more task options at Bloxburg. You also won't be interrupted by other people working, so you won't be limited on what you can do. You make way more money in a private server since there's more tasks and you can focus easier. 2. Use both sides of the workplace. You can do each task for longer when you're using both sides of the workplace, which makes getting bored even more difficult. Additionally, you can change tasks whenever you want, so take advantage of this and change tasks whenever you start to feel bored. 3. Don't work at the front counter often. If you get bored easily, avoid working at the front counter too much. It gets boring really fast, and you make slightly more money working in the back anyway. However, If you find working in the back overwhelming or tiring, then working at the front counter might be better for you. 4. Listen to music or call someone while you're working. These are excellent ways to stay entertained and enjoy working. It literally doesn't even feel like you're working when you do this. However, refrain from watching videos or shows if you're working at Bloxburg. This is because Bloxburg requires more focus than the other jobs, and watching shows will likely make you less efficient. 5. Boost your mood with Blockbucks if possible. With higher moods, you make the most money, and you also walk faster around the workplace. When you use Bloxburg, your moods will stay at 100% for an extra 2 minutes, which is very helpful. If you don't have Bloxburg though, you can always take breaks from your shift to boost your moods. Either way, I would recommend boosting your moods every 15 to 20 minutes. 6. Alternate between Bloxburg and pizza delivery. Both of these jobs are extremely high paying and have their advantages, but alternating between them lets you have all of the advantages. For example, Bloxburg is more fun since you are always doing something, but pizza delivery allows you to relax and watch videos and shows since you don't have to focus so much, and is far easier. I like to work at Bloxburg when I feel like doing a lot of tasks super fast, and then switching to pizza delivery when I just want to watch a show or don't feel like focusing on anything. 7. Keep the work tab closed. This is especially helpful if you're working at Bloxburg since the work tab tends to get in the way of doing certain tasks. Additionally, you aren't constantly checking how much money you're making when the tab is closed, which can motivate you to work for longer. 8. Take breaks from working every now and then. Especially if you work at Bloxburg, taking breaks is super important. This may sound contradictory to making more money, but this really helps. When you take breaks, it's far easier to stay motivated, and you won't get as tired or bored when you are working. So I would recommend taking a small break every 15 to 30 minutes. 9. Set goals to level up or make a certain amount every day. Working consistently is very important to make more money, and setting goals really helps. I suggest trying to make 100 to 200k each day at the least, or trying to level up 1 to 5 promotion levels. Remember that the more you level up, the more money you earn as a bonus award. You also get a special plaque at level 50, which you can sell for extra money. Either one of these goals will ensure you are making lots of money and help you keep working often. And 10, whenever you want to watch YouTube or a show, or listen to music, try to work while doing so. This tip alone helped me make millions of dollars in just a few weeks. Every time I wanted to watch a YouTube video or a show, or just felt like listening to music, I would pull up Bloxburg and work for a bit while I did that. It didn't feel like I was working at all, and the time went by super fast. This is such a useful method that I would highly recommend everyone to try out. Using these tips, I made over 50k in 15 minutes working at Bloxburg and another 50k for working 15 minutes at pizza delivery. So as you can see, these tips really help out. Anyway, that is going to be all for this video. Feel free to subscribe for more Bloxburg content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.